and my old account got banned, and I have a lot of new followers. I want to tell you guys a little bit about me. So I used to live a haram life, you know. I was addicted to that haram money. You know, I've been to jail. I've been through all the drama. Nothing changed me until I met the devil. Nothing changed me until I was offered that deal, right? So that's how I know all the stuff that I know. Because before me, nobody talked about that stuff, right? Nobody made content about it because the people that were offered and that know about it took the deal, bro. It's hard not to, right? The only thing that saved me is I could never sacrifice nobody, bro. You know, or else maybe God knows, right? Because at the time I was lost too. I was addicted to money. You know, I wasn't a believer, astaghfirullah, like I was, but because I was living a haram life, I used to justify my actions by saying, oh, if the cigarette company can leave their work in the office, or if the guy selling alcohol, and you know, if the guy that owns the variety store can leave his work at home, at work, and come home and forget about it. Like I used to justify my actions by comparing others, but no, man, that's haram, and you will pay for your actions, right? And once I met the devil, bro, that was it for me. Like I literally lost my mind, especially when I refused the deal. He came at me full force. I literally lost everything. Everything. I was in 3 car accidents. One of the accidents, I was literally paralyzed from the neck down. Doctor said I wouldn't walk again. I was 6 months in a wheelchair after that. So I suffered a lot. For me to know all this information, nothing saved me but the Quran. I tried everything. The Quran saved my life. These things would run when they hear the recitation of Quran. That's what made me a believer. That's what made me know God's real, right? So I say that to say this. I left the street with good credibility. So I have street credit because I didn't rat nobody. I didn't rob nobody. I always had a good name. I always had respect. So I saw one of my old friends that I used to work with basically at the gym I go to. I was just at gym right now. I wake up early. I wake up, make my prayers. I go to the gym and I start my day, right? Alhamdulillah. 360 from where I was. So I've been talking to this guy, and basically once I left, he got into scamming, fraud, right? And he's been changing his ways. He's starting to pray. Alhamdulillah, Allah's guiding him, you know. I'm trying to like show him the path, tell him this life is an illusion, all this money is an illusion, right? Because when I went to jail, bro, before I went to jail, I would never work. I used to think a working man's a sucker until I went to jail and worked for free in the kitchen just to eat free meals, right? So this world is an illusion. All this money, all this stuff is fake. It's all an illusion. Don't let nobody call you brokey. And social media is horrible. People see the highlights of others, right? And it's only the successful people. Nobody broke comes on here and talks about, you know, the money they made today, or they have to go to work. But bro, reality is it's an illusion. So don't ever feel bad for working. There's no shame in any work that you do as long as you feed your family, right? And remember, this social media is the highlights. You're watching people's highlights. That's not the real life. Everybody has problems. Nobody's happy because God tests us all, right? I say that to say this. This friend of mine, so because I have street credit, he knows like when I left the street, everybody owes me money. I let it go because it's haram money. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I didn't rat nobody. So because he's into fraud and scamming, I told him to basically show me a tutorial so I can show you guys how not to get scammed, the do's and don'ts, right? He told me he still has all the equipment, he has all the websites, the deep web. So I got crazy content coming.